when you're in Aeroqual Cloud and setting alerts, and you've got the data going out, you've got alerts, and you're getting some notifications. I guess last month you did get some notifications, and the data tells a story, right? So can you tell us a little bit
It
about
did.
how things are going, and
Yeah.
also maybe that little blip you found and what it meant?
Yeah. This, there's probably no better example that we can give the people that are kind enough to listen to us for why you want the level of resolution, right, that we're talking about. So I know I'm going to stare off on this screen over here, but you guys will put this on afterwards. But so
Yeah.
what you see right now in front of you, right, is so you see one slide, and on the left is actually, so these are just screenshots on my phone. So in the evening of, I'm going to say it was probably Saturday evening. I think that was January the 30th. I'll check my calendar over here. I'll turn around. Yeah, that's right. So right in the evening between 7 and 9, I start seeing these alerts. Our work is done at the site. We're not currently doing things that late into the evening. It's just dark right now at that time. And so that first, when you start to see the alerts that we would see, either I would get them or me and people that were in the field would get them, but we know we're not operating. So once I start seeing it happen for multiple of the monitors at once, so the second block you see there, right? So the top line are VOCs, then PM1, PM 2.5, PM10, then total, and then I think that's wind speed, and then I have weather direction underneath that. But what you can see there is I have 3 different monitors all reporting at once, and they're all climbing at the same time, right?
Mhm.
Telling you either there's a regional thing that's happening right around you, right? That could be a fire, it could be something else catastrophic, or something in the ambient air is really taken off, and it's a concern. So my next thing, right? Just again, a contingency. We got an alarm. We verified how the monitors are performing. The third screenshot you see is I'm actually looking at a regional listing of TCEQ
Mhm.
continuing air monitoring stations. I think they're actually called continuing ambient monitoring stations. But what you'll notice here is up the top one is 81, 84.2. These are extremely high levels for PM 2.5. For people that look at PM 2.5 on an ambient monitor, you'd be like, that's crazy. And so at least that gives me some comfort. Not only are we seeing it, they're seeing it. And of course, on the far right, the fourth screenshot I took is, so once I knew that, I just started looking for, is there a local cause? And there was, surprisingly enough, a fire that had broken out at a commercial facility. That facility is probably roughly 17 miles away from our site. I'm going to jump to the next screen. So we do weekly reports on this project.
Yeah.
And just so you can kind of see what that looks like. So these have all these monitors between January 25th to January 31st, just a 24-hour every minute. So 24 data sets, right, for all of that. And the purple one is that 12-mile away ambient monitoring station. And you can see we have good agreement. It's in a slightly more urban environment perhaps than we are. We have great agreement, and most of our monitors are both up and downwind, as you see, between AQM 1, 2, and 3. And then here's the evening, and that Saturday you see that spike. It's a little higher in the 1-hour average there in purple than you see on site, but again, really good agreement. It would have gone above what is our 1-hour action level, which is a little bit over 50.
Mhm.
Take that data into our 24-hour average data sets, and you can see the purple starts to kind of, it usually is a little bit higher than most of our other data sets together, but on that one day in particular, significantly higher. And then the last of these slides is we've actually been tracking this project from the beginning baseline in September through to me putting on the 2 other air quality monitors that you see in green and red in November, and then we get started. But understanding the data you have in context is very important. So am I seeing a change in conditions? That means there could be something on my site. If there's not something on my site, what is it? And I need to answer that question because data is data. We never want any numbers to be above these criteria. But beyond that, we need to be able to say what it is.
Okay, so before we wrap up here, understanding this project's still going on, it seems like it's making progress. For your fellow consultants out there that are doing this type of work, that are trying to solve an air monitoring problem, what kind of advice or suggestions or insight would you give them?
Sure. One thing that is really incumbent on all the consultants who are trying to push the barriers of both technology and answering the real questions that our clients have. So yes, it's important when I have a stakeholder or a sensitive receptor next to maybe that dry cleaner remediation, a gas station, lead impacted
Mhm.
soil, landfill, whatever the concern is. Um, but available to us now are real-time tools to inform how we work on our site. So we'll know if we're impacting, not impacting.
Yeah.
We're also able to develop defensible data to answer these questions, which will come later, which is, I think I smelled this on this day. I think I have this dust on my car that's related to you. We need to have that data to defensively say whether we did contribute or not. And we really need that data, not at the end of the project, we do, but we need it during, so we can address and mitigate concerns real time. And so a take home I'd probably pass along is that those tools are there. They just now need to start to be incorporated into your traditional remediation projects as just another dimension of what we do.
Well, that's great. On that note, if you are in Texas and you have some questions about what Ken is talking about here, or um, any project related or air monitoring related question, please feel free to reach out to Kenneth in Modern Geosciences. The contact info is below. If you'd like to learn more about what Aeroqual offers as far as products and tools and our solutions, please contact me and please contact Aeroqual. And we look forward to it. So thanks for watching today, and we'll see you on the next one.